Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Greenwood Girl Cards. This is Jill, and I am coming on this morning just to share a few more things with these sweet Easter products, and also maybe to kind of answer some questions that came up yesterday with the bunny tag video that I released. First of all, thank you to everybody who left such sweet comments both on Instagram and on the video. It really touched my heart that you guys liked them. And I had a lot of fun reading everybody's messages, and I even visited some new channels yesterday, which was a lot of fun. So I am coming on to share a few more things using this sweet sock bunny. This again is Alessa Baker, a wonderful artist that designs for Impression Obsession. F20824 is the stamp number. I'm also using this sweet stamp D100HK. This is from Stamps by Judith. It's that adorable carrot. And I pulled out my little chick again from a Muse Art Studio. And this is 53103B, and it's MB Little Bird. This product is very old. I do not know if this is a chick stamp that you can still get from a Muse. You could certainly write and ask the owner via their website. I'm sure there's a customer service number that you could inquire. But there's lots of chick stamps out there too. So anyway, I am still playing with these products. I'm going to set those aside. I just showed them in case anyone's new to my channel and isn't familiar with them yet. For what I'm going to show today, I use this little half oval die, and this is a die that was put out by CC Designs a number of years back, and I have it in my stash. I don't, as far as I know, I believe it's retired and it's no longer available, but there may be other half oval dies that are out there. I think maybe Lawn Fawn. If I can find one, I will link it in the comment area of this video. So I use that. And I'm going to show you really quick what I created. I created this sweet shaker card. It has a lot of little sequins floating around in there. And again, I dressed our sweet little bunny in a dress. And I did use a new embossing folder. And let me show you the one that I used for this card. So this one, I used one of the new 3D Textured Impressions embossing folders from Sizzix. This one was by Lindsay Serrata, so she's the designer of this one. And with the 3D folders, they're much thicker than a regular embossing folder. So, you know, it's definitely a thicker thing, and you're going to use a different sandwich. I believe it's tab 1, and I think you only use one pad or no pads. I can't remember. But basically, you just figure that out as you work with your machine. And I think there's instructions also. There's different videos out there that will explain how to use these thicker embossing folders. But I really like the pattern on this one. It is just beautiful, beautiful. So I was playing around with that last night and just coloring it with some Copic markers and Distress Oxide inks. So a lot of times I'll just use the Distress Oxide around the outside and then very lightly across. And then I'll pull out a few Copic markers and just add details. And I know, like on this one, I think I used a little bit of BG10, and I think it's BG10 and B01 mint blue. These are the two colors that I used on this one, I'm pretty sure. But you know, you can just play around with different ideas. This one is tea-dyed Distress ink, and then or actually not, what is it, it's antique linen. So it's antique linen Distress ink, and then I believe I used an E53, which is raw silk, and I think a W1. No, it wasn't a W1, it was E51 Milky White. So, but you know, you can just play around with different colors and see what appeals. I was just trying to go for more of a tone-on-tone look with these, whereas on some of the cards yesterday, I did more of a colored-in embossing folder where I actually used brighter colors. And this card I doctored up from yesterday. If you remember, it had a long sentiment on it that said, "Thinking of you." And I wanted to add another bunny to this card. And you'll notice that this one is dressed differently. So, let me pull, let's see, let me pull this file really quick that I used to dress the boy bunny. It is an Alease shop file, and it is in her store, and she is having a sale right now of 15% off. Let's see if I can figure out what I did with the file. There it is. Okay. So I'm going to show you, this is what the file looks like. And I did have some questions yesterday about how I print these. And so this is the size of the file normally. If you were to just print it as it's delivered, it would print out on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. What I do in my Epson printer is I have a selection where I can print 2 pages on 1 sheet. And that's what I did. I printed both, 2 pages, but on 1 sheet. So it's a page here and a page here, and it comes out as one big 8.5 by 11. So that's what I did to print these out. And then in order to make it work with the bunny, I also had to cut it down quite dramatically to make it fit. So, but I wanted, this card is going to go to my parents and for Easter, and I just wanted to have one with a boy bunny and a girl bunny on it for them for Easter. So that's kind of what I did. And I need to trim that bow a little bit. It's a little too big. So anyway, so that's how I dressed the boy bunny. I just cut it down, and I did cut the arms off again, and I had to arrange the arms slightly differently than I did with the girl bunny. But I wanted to show you this because I thought it turned out really cute. And then this Happy Easter are some new files that I got at a Alease shop. She was having a big sale. She still is, a 15% off sale. And a lot of her files, so I purchased a Happy Easter file, and I'll show you. I've already used some of the little labels, but let's see, what is the name of this one? This one is called Printable Easter Labels, and or it's just called Easter Labels. And then this is a Alease shop's Etsy address. Okay, so this is what it looks like if you print it as an 8.5 by 11, but I often need smaller things. So again, I printed both sheets on 1 page like this, and that way I have lots of different sizes of tickets to play with. Some are bigger and some are smaller for tags and just maybe smaller cards. So this set is just really, really cute. I really like it. So that's one of the files that I bought. The other one that I bought that I really liked was this one, and these are Easter tickets. And this one has some really sweet sentiments and stuff. And I saw a neat thing where you cut out the strip of tickets and then you fold it, and you can put a decorative clip on it and clip it to the tag, and then when they take the clip off, it opens up. So I'm going to play around with that and see if I can make something with that. And then she also did some new sentiment labels, as well as I also bought a set of papers that are Easter papers, so I'll show you those really quick too. She discontinued one of the files that I really love, and so I'm going to try not to use it anymore. It was the one that has cream and green, and instead what she did was she put together a file of 4 different vintage papers. And so I love the colors on this for Easter. The spring colors are really pretty. This first one is a pink polka dot and a cream polka dot with pink roses. And then this one is blues and greens, or actually these ones are both blues, with just one being a stripe and one being a gingham. And then this one is the green and kind of a rosy, or even a lavendery purple almost. I'm not sure, it's showing differently maybe to you guys on camera. And then this one is cream and a pink stripe. So this was a new set of papers, and it's called Vintage Market. And I think, yeah, and it's also called, she's got Market Street on some of them and then Vintage Market on one of the others. But I think the file itself is called Vintage Market. So let me show you this page, because this is how it comes up. So it's the Vintage Market set, and there's her shop. And I will link this down below. So I got that too. So I got the tickets, the labels, that set of papers, And then I also got, she has a new expression set. I think this is expressions, oh, what is it? It's expressions number 3. And I had all 3 pages printed out, but this is just 2 of them. I don't know what happened to the 3rd one. It might be stuck to one of my other files here. I'm not seeing it, so I'll just go on without it right now. But there's this darker tan color than this one, which is a light pink with kind of like a gray writing, and then there's also kind of a creamy one, and all of the sentiments are the same. But what's nice, I like having these just because it's really quick to cut these into strips and use the sentiments on cards. So I just decided to get another one to have on hand. So that one's again called Expressions 3, and those are all the files that I got yesterday. And this little boy file, which I think would make, you could do so many things with this for like baby cards and just different things. I think this would be so fun to use for a lot of different things. So I'll be playing with that some more, but I mainly got it because I wanted to do this card for my parents. And I just think this turned out, it kind of, it looked a little empty yesterday. It still was a pretty card, but I got to thinking about it when I was upstairs this morning, and I was looking at it, and I decided to add a boy bunny so I could give this to my parents. So I think it turned out really, really cute. I'll kind of bring it in. I did do some distressing to the little bunnies, and I added one of the labels that says Happy Easter, and I do like doing the shakers with the tool, so that's just a piece of tool, and I do like doing the shakers that way. It's really easy. And what's nice is, like on this, let's see, I have one more I can show you. On this tool shaker, I made it flat for mailing, so I didn't use any dimensional tape. I just put the tool over the opening, and then the sequins that I used are flat sequins that I got at the Dollar Tree, and I think I've shown these to you before. These were in a Christmas thing that they had at the Dollar Tree, and someone gifted it to me. Oh geez, I can't remember who gifted it to me, but if you're out there, remind me that you were the one. But it came with 2 other Christmas shapes, like trees and stockings or something, or Santas, and then there was this one for, I guess, to kind of emulate snow. And so what I like about those is they're flat, and so it's really easy to use those underneath the tool and make a flat card. So this is just that little tilde scrap that I had. It's a tilde paper or a magnolia, and this sweet little chick is that little Amuse Art Stamps chick. So it says, may the bunnies and chicks of Easter Day scatter gladness on your way. So I just thought that was a really sweet Easter sentiment. And so anyway, so these are the cards that I came up with, and I just had a lot of fun playing a little bit more. And you can see on the embossing on this one, I did the antique linen distress ink. I used a brown ink pad, just a standard brown ink pad, and then I colored in with some Copics. I highlighted the little flowers, if you can see, with R85 and RV10. So I went in and just was kind of playing around with giving a little more color to the background, and to kind of pick up on the pink that was in the bunny's cheeks and the carrot and the little sign. So I just added just a little bit of detail with these Copic markers over the inking that I did. And I just think this turns out so soft and pretty. And these 3D embossing folders, the effect, I don't know if you can really tell if the camera does it justice, but really, really a beautiful effect, I think. So I really liked how these turned out. So someone was asking kind of how I actually color them. And so I thought I would go ahead and show this embossing folder. I know Alease, hi Alease, she was really interested in what this one was that I used on let's see, I used it on these cards yesterday. So both of these cards use this embossing folder, and it's by Jen Long, and this is the number 660377. So if you were wondering what the actual embossing folder was, this is it. It is an A6 embossing folder, which I really like, and that means that when you stick your A2 piece of paper in, you're actually going to be able to have room on both sides so that the print goes all the way across. Sometimes when you use some of the older embossing folders, you actually end up having to cut your A2 paper down if you want the embossing to go edge to edge. So it's nice when you have an A6 embossing folder. It makes that a lot easier. So so anyway, someone was asking kind of how I go about coloring, and it's, you know, you guys, it's really, really easy. I usually start with lighter colored markers, but you can do whatever you want. Here, let's do it. I don't know if this will show it better. I know that BG10 marker needs to be refilled. But literally what I do, and I'll try and raise this up a little so you can see it, is I literally just let the tip of the Copic marker go onto the embossing. And I run it around the ring of the flower. And then you can come back in with a slightly darker color. Here, let's grab an R11. I don't have all my markers in front of me, so we'll just have to play a little bit. But you could come in with a slightly different color and then do the centers. And you might even need to go over the flower a couple times. And then I really am liking this mignonette color, YG11. Oops. So I just come in and then I get the little leaves. And it's really easy to just let your tip drag along the elevated lines. And then you can also take your colorless blender and use your colorless blender to kind of fill it in a little bit further by running it over what you've already done. So here, let me grab one of those. Oh no, that's my refill. That's not going to help us. I think my colorless blender is upstairs. Yep, it is. So, so anyway, that kind of gives you an idea of what it looks like. And, you know, you can go over it a couple times. You don't want to put too much ink on the raised parts because it will bleed into the other parts. So let it dry in between coats if you need to. But, you know, you just do the whole thing. And then what I do often is I just run tea-dye ink or antique linen distress ink across the top and around the edges to kind of give it this old-fashioned look, which is what I like. But of course, you could do anything. You could do it more modern style if that's what you want. So I just wanted to share those a little bit. And then I pulled a couple more embossing folders that I thought it would be fun to color. I was just going through some of my floral embossing folders. I think this would be, like, if you're just not comfortable coloring the really small ones, you could use this one. This is a Brenda Walton. This one's also an A6. And does it have a number? This is 660268. I don't think this one's available anymore, but there's so many beautiful embossing folders out right now. And I know Tim Holtz and several other people have come out with more of the 3D ones. So, and then this is one that was actually at Tuesday morning that I got. I haven't even opened this one yet. But I think this one would be really fun to set the bunny outside like the bunnies in a layer for Easter. So I might color this up in some Easter colors. So I'm going to do those sometime this week. I'm going to hopefully use those, and I'll be back next Saturday with some more things to share. So this video is getting quite long, but I have one more very important thing I want to share. I received a beautiful card, Happy Mail, yesterday from my friend Patty. Hi, Patty. Patty is one of my sweetest followers, you guys. She follows me staunchly day in and day out and always leaves beautiful comments. I have known her since my days as a designer with Paper Sweeties, and she always commented on all of my videos over at the Paper Sweeties channel, and also not the videos so much, but on my projects for Paper Sweeties. She's followed me for a long, long time, and so I was very touched to receive this. And I had just seen this card yesterday on Instagram, and I saw it and I practically died. It's so beautiful. This uses those beautiful, my favorite dies right now, the Prim Heart dies from Impression Obsession, and this is a beautiful die set that my friend Anna, hi Anna, I hope you and Patty are both having a wonderful Sunday. Anna designed these and I just love them, and I saw this card and I literally was like, oh my gosh, it's the most beautiful card. And I'm like, my words have barely dried in the computer, literally. And the mail came, and I went over and got the mail yesterday afternoon, and here's a package from Patty, and inside is this beautiful card. So Patty, I literally choked up when I opened the card and saw this, because I was like, oh my gosh, I just saw this on the website, and it was just so fun to have you send this to me. So you are just so sweet to send me belated birthday wishes, and this card is absolutely stunning. Look at her workmanship. This is a beautiful die set from Cherry Lynn Designs, which they've changed their name now, and I can never remember what the name is, but it'll come up under Cherry Lynn Designs. And she's got some stamping in the background. Look at that, a little postal mark. It's just gorgeous. Look at the little flowers. I don't know where you get these flowers, but these flowers are so tiny and cute. And then she's coiled up some little green wire. It says, Dear Friend. And this beautiful ribbon. I love this linen ribbon. I think that's from Paper Tray Ink, possibly, or May Arts. And it's just a stunning card. So I just wanted to show it. Look at how she has the buttons sewn on. It's just gorgeous, you guys. So Patty, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You made my birthday extend even longer and be special, so I'm just very, very touched. This video is getting very long, but I did want to show one more thing to you guys really quick. I had some questions about how the dresses work on the bunny. So I'm just going to show you really quick what I do is I cut out the dress, I put it up to the bunny, and you'll notice that it's too long, and the V-neck on this one doesn't really work with the bunny. So what I do is I literally just come in, and you may feel weird about doing this, but I just cut around the neckline a little bit. I'm going to do it a little deeper this time. And then I come back over here with the bunny, and I kind of fit it to the bunny again, and that's looking a lot better. And now I need to cut the bottom because I want the bunny's feet to show. So I literally take off some of the bottom of the dress, and I just try to follow the curves of the lines. I'm not doing a very good job while I'm on camera because doing tutorials is not my thing. Armin does wonderful tutorials. So many people do a much better job. Anna does great tutorials. I get too nervous, you guys. I need to learn to calm down on camera and be able to do a tutorial and also edit a video. But so by the time you edge it and everything and put it back up to the bunny, it's looking like it fits a lot better now, right? But the arms still don't show. So the last thing I do is I go around the arms and I just cut the arm off, literally. Just stay within the lines, go all the way up to the neck, and you're just gonna snip the arm off right at the neck. Okay, and then I always cut a little bit of the corner right here so that it doesn't show when I put the dress on. And you're gonna do that on the other side too once you cut the arm off. Okay, so you're gonna go around, follow the line of the arm up to the top, and then go ahead and cut it off. All right, so you end up with a bunny just like this, and you're going to then glue the dress on, okay? And it's going to fit a lot better. You can kind of tuck the edges of the dress behind the neck and then, you know, set it on there the way it looks cutest. And I think I would even trim this a little bit further because that's not far enough in my opinion. I would do a little bit more so this foot pokes out. So go ahead and cut another little bit off. And then alls I do is I take the little arms and I usually edge them with ink first. And then you just tuck the arm, oops, I'm off canter. You just tuck the arms back under and glue them in place, okay? So when you're done, you have the bunny all dressed. And if I had, do I have any? I don't even have any glue here, you guys. My glue's upstairs. So I won't be able to show you it all put together, but you basically just have to cut it until you're satisfied with the length and just keep fitting it until you like the way it looks, you know, until the length looks right and you're satisfied with how it's fitting on the bunny. There we go. See, so that's a much better fit. And then I did the same thing, you know, and you can see how it looks when it's all put back together. But I did the same thing with the boy one. And this is a little bit square. I almost feel like I should have rounded these shoulders or something. So I don't know. I might play with this a little bit more and see if I like doing it a different way. But, you know, you're just kind of playing with it to make it work for what you're doing. On the ones that have a ruffle, you can cut the ruffle off, then cut the dress and try and refit the ruffle on to the dress if you want the ruffle there. But I've also just cut the ruffle off and left it cut off, and it still looks really cute. So this video is getting very long, a very long-winded video. So I apologize for that, but I will end it here. And if you guys have any questions or you want me to try and show things more on camera, I'm going to start trying to maybe work on that. Like I said, it probably isn't my strong suit, but I will definitely... I'm definitely thinking about it and trying to think how I would do it. So anyway, I want to thank Patty once again for this beautiful card. And I just want to say to everybody, thank you for your reception of my little bunny tags yesterday. And I hope you'll go take a look at Anna White's channel. She has adorable Easter ornaments that she made. And they're absolutely precious. And I want to also thank everybody that uploaded a Saturday Morning Makes video. I am so excited to see everybody's makes coming along. So Tina, Felicia, Alease, Patty, Sue Crozier. Hi, Sue. It's so nice to have seen your cards yesterday. I was so excited. So, and I'm not even remembering everybody. There's even a couple new people that I met. There was one lady that made a video. She's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Is it I want to say it's Jada or Janna. Is it Janna? Anyway, I can't remember right now. I better go. Thank you guys so much. Have a great Sunday and choose joy. Have a wonderful new week. Bye now.